Alright, let's look at the lesson now. I'm going to show you two Buddy Emmons type licks. One of them is going to be, the first one I'll show you is like a chord progression. And you can use this either for an ending or an intro. And it's kind of following the chords of Nightlife. So I was just kind of messing around with it. I saw him doing this on a video and started messing with it, trying to figure out different ways to play the same chords, maybe in a more concise or closer pattern. Because when I was watching the video, he was, I think, playing it a little differently. But the chord progression is the same. And also I wanted to show you, like, when you're playing 4-note chords, kind of the way I approach that. So let me play the first one, and then I'll just simply start talking it out. Okay, let me show you also another thing that I do. So it's in the key of C, and the chords are going to be C, E flat, then it goes to A flat, major 7th, then it goes to a G7 sharp 5, and then it resolves to a C major 7th. Also, if you enjoyed this lesson, then make sure to go ahead and press the like and subscribe buttons. You can also join the channel to receive early access to our videos by pressing the join button below. There is a tab and backing track available for this lesson. You can get those as well as around 80 others and other benefits by clicking the card or the link in the description for our Patreon site. So we go to our 8th fret because it starts on a C chord, and I simply play 4, 5, 6 as a group. Now the next chord is an E flat, really kind of like an E flat 6. I play that at the 6th fret, and I'm going to show you something I do a lot of times. It adds a lot to your playing. Instead of playing these as groups, I'll kind of roll those notes. Now Jake's got a good view on my right hand. What I'm doing, I'm playing at the 6th fret with the B pedal down. I play 7, 6 with my thumb, and then I play 5, 4 with my index middle. Now what that does to me, it breaks those notes up, so your ear's not just being bombarded with one. You kind of hear each note individually. Okay, so now we have 8th fret, 4, 5, 6 as a group. Go to your 6th fret, and if you notice on the floor, I'm playing this, I'm moving over. This is my B pedal, this is my C pedal. So I'm starting out, normally you start out with A, B position. I'm moving over because I know I'm going to do B and C pedals on the first part of this lick. So we've got 4, 5, 6 at the 8th fret, that's C. I go to my 6th fret, depress my B pedal, and I roll those notes. I hit 7, 6 with my thumb, 5, 4 index middle. That's playing over an E flat 6 type chord. Okay, then the next chord that we go to is an A flat major 7th. Now this is where I wanted to talk to you about when I'm playing 4-note chords. An easy way to do that is you start with the bottom 3 as a group, and you're going to add the 4th one. So in this one, I'm going to press B and C pedals down. I can stay here at the 6th fret, and I can play 9, 6, 5 as a group with B and C down, and then I'm going to add my 4th while that's ringing. That's going to play over A flat major 7th. Okay, now while I'm still here, I can get the next chord that I need, which is a G7 sharp 5. I can leave B and C down, add my F knee lever, and I'm going to play 10, 8, 6 as a group, and then add 5. Okay, so that's a G7 sharp 5, or that'll play over that chord. So now we've got C, E flat, 6, A flat major 7th, G7 sharp 5, okay, then it's going to end on a C major 7th. So I'm going to go to my 3rd fret, lower my 9th string, play 9, 6, 5, add 4, and then while that's ringing, I add my B pedal. Okay, so that's going to play over a C major 7. Or C major 9th. I think that's what I have on the chord progression on the backing track. So it'll work over either one of those. Now something else that you can experiment with, just as a maybe a simpler way to do it and a way I approach things, I start with those 4-note groups from the bottom and I'm adding the note on top. So in other words, right here at the 6th fret when I did the A flat major 7, so I went from here, if you watch my hand, and then I added the 4th note on top. Same thing on the G chord. Now that's totally optional. You could you could mix that up and try different ways to play that. Same thing on that C major chord. But I think to me, when I'm approaching these chords, it's easier for me to go from the bottom up. Play the group, the 3-note group at the bottom, add that 4th note on top. Now also by doing that, you're getting the same kind of effect what we were doing here on this E flat chord, where you're breaking those notes up. You have those first 3 notes as a chord, and then you're adding that 4th note. And it really, to me, it adds a little bit to your playing that way. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. Again, you can use that as an ending. It'll work, just on any kind of really slow, pretty ballad. And it's adding a little variety to your playing too. The chords aren't really that far out there. And what I mean by that is that they're not so, like where they're clashing with your ear that you could play it over a real pretty ballad. I can hear that working over a lot of different chords. All right, so let's look at the next lick. This is simply showing you a Buddy Emmons type run going from G to C. So we have like 2.5 measures of G, then it goes to C. So it's starting up, basically it's kind of like a walk up, and I'll play it through, then talk it. So the part that's in G, you start out on the first fret with your C pedal down. You play 4 and 7. So you're doing a unison. You have 2 G notes going there. You play that, and as soon as you play it, you release that C pedal, slide from the first fret to the 3rd fret with that still ringing. That's why we don't do it like that. It'll work better doing it this way. So 1, 7, first fret, C pedal down only. Play those 2 notes together. Then as soon as you play it, slide it to the 3rd fret, which is G, and release it. Okay, now we're going to start building this lick up and even the tension of it. You play 4, 6, no pedal, then B pedal into it. Then we're playing 5, 4, no pedal, then A pedal. Okay, so the first part of this lick, we're keeping this G note, kind of like a drone note on top. So there's that note on that part. It's on the second part. On the next part. Okay. Okay, now we're going to take that 4 and 5. We're here at the 3rd fret with the A pedal down. We're going to slide it to the 6th fret and lower our 4th string with the ED flat and E lever. While that's still ringing and the knee lever still engaged, take it on up to the 8th fret, then release the knee lever and press your A pedal. So now we have this. Okay, now while we're here at the 8th fret, we can go up and grab 1 and 2, no pedals, no knee levers. Okay, then a kind of a classic Emmons lick. You're going to press your ED flat knee lever in, play 3 and 4, and then as soon as you play it, you release that knee lever. Okay, and when I was working this lick up, there's lots of ways that you can play this. You know, so that's what I hope you do. You take these licks and use mine as a basic, or the basis of learning the lick, and then try to work with your own see, there's another way to do that. You can do it like that. So just experiment. Like I said, if you have a flub or two, that's fine. That's part of the learning process. But there's 2 different ways. You can play it like that. There's another way to play it. So I'm not going to teach those. I'm just saying, you know, don't just take what I'm doing for the concrete, the only way that it can be done. There's always a different voicing. Also, another thing that you'll learn too as you become a more seasoned player, a lot of times different guitars will have, I'll call it the temper of it. Say like this right here. Now that may be, to your ear, that may be too shrill. It may be a little too trebly. So you could play that. And what you get into there is that since the gauges of these strings are different, this third string is an 11. It's going to sound a little different playing that note here than playing it here at the 11th fret with A and F knee lever, playing 4 and 5. So you get into that too, where it becomes a personal preference. Also, if I was sliding this up, I could still engage the same two notes or same two strings that I've been dealing with and not have to reach up and grab 1 and 2 here at the 8th. That may not be as natural to you as it is to me to do that. Also, you can do, if you're doing licks with this A pedal, you can do some like Lord Green type where he kind of pumps that pedal. You know, you can start doing things like that and changing the whole feel of the lick. Okay, so just kind of an aside, I want to teach things as I'm thinking about them, things that I think that might help you grow your musical vocabulary and also maybe getting you to look at how you're approaching this fretboard and the pedals and the knee levers to get your own style and licks that are comfortable for you to play. So I hope you enjoyed these 2 licks. So let me know what you think. All right, hope you enjoyed this video lesson. Since we've had such an active hurricane season this year and so many people have been affected, we would like to offer a way for you to donate. If you're interested in supporting hurricane relief efforts, we have a link in the video description for the Cajun Navy. Check out what they're doing and where to donate in the video description. Also, if you enjoy this video, then make sure to go ahead and press the like and subscribe buttons. You can also join the channel to receive early access to our videos by pressing the join button below. There is a tab and backing track available for this lesson. You can get those as well as around 80 others and other benefits by clicking the card or the link in the description for our Patreon site. We also offer early access and other benefits there as well. And if you're interested in one-on-one Skype lessons, you can contact me about those through my email address in the description. And as always, I hope you enjoyed the video lesson. And on behalf of Jacob and I, keep picking.